Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Drag Show. I'm Stu Smith. This is my producer, Terry Martin. And tonight we're very fortunate to have with us Angelina, Josephina Manicotti, and Paul Macapool, the reigning Empress and Emperor of San Francisco's Imperial Court. Is that right? Imperial
Yes.
Court. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us here at the station.
Well, thank you for having us.
So you're recently elected, is that the truth?
Yes.
And you a month and a half, and you've probably been busy, you know, but you were probably busy before you got elected, just campaigning and running and doing all the charity work that you guys do.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about how each of you came to the court and, you know, how you've driven yourselves into these positions.
Well, I got started because I was roped into it,
Aha.
not knowing what I was getting myself into. I had a accounting manager come to me and say, "Could you help my, partner with a production number?" And I'm like, "I know nothing about dancing." He says, "Oh no, we'll show you what to do." And I said, "Okay, it's a little fun because I like theater. I don't mind doing it." So I went. He was running for the position of emperor, and I didn't know anything about the court system or anything, so I said yes. Well, that evening before we left, my manager pulled me over and said, "There's one catch." I said, "What's that?" He said, "The beard's got to come off." And I went, "Oh my God." I said, "Okay." So I had tried it when I was, little, doing it through Halloween. So I went in Macy's and bought my first little black and white dress and did it all up. Went to Coronation, did the production number, tapped Brian on the shoulder, and he went, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, "It's me." And he went, "Oh my God." Totally different person. So from there I was caught. Seeing all the gowns and everything was fantastic. Watching them do production numbers. So I talked to my manager again. He introduced me to his partner, who is now the emperor, and I was invited to come to their meetings, and one thing led to another, and I got involved.
So when was that, Angela?
1995.
1995. Paul, how about you?
I started off, I also worked at Dora Badlands. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You did, or you don't?
I still do.
You do? Fantastic.
Yeah. And I got approached by, at the time, the Mr. and Miss Gay San Francisco, John Weber and Mercedes Monroe. And they talked me into running for Mr. Gay. I did. I didn't accomplish that. But I decided to look forward, and I ran for Emperor the next year against John Weber. And it was a tight race. We both did a really good job, and he came ahead. I lost by less than 100 votes. So I decided to shoot for it again this year, and I did. And in the meantime, Emperor Fernando gave me a title as a prince. I was his prince for a year. And with that title, I used it to raise money for the various organizations. And the two that really stand out in my heart is Lyric and Bay Positives, the youth
Wonderful
agencies.
causes, each
Yes.
of them, yeah.
So, and that's pretty much where we're at this year.
That's really wonderful. I mean, you do so much for so many charities besides Lyric and Bay Positives. Are there any others that stand out for both
And we
of
have Magnet, we have the Hearing Dog, which is no longer with the SPCA. So we do, raise money for them also. We're representing the city and saying, okay, the government's not going to give you this money, or that program's been cut. Let's raise some money and give you the money to keep on going. And that's basically what we do.
So we're targeting various organizations. I also work for the Men of Color program up at UCSF.
Right. I've actually had the honor of seeing you up there with Dr. Malcolm John,
And being the first Hawaiian elected out of 36 emperors, I'm also shooting with Tita Ida for the API, the Asian Pacific Islander Wellness Center.
Okay.
So that's another.
Yeah, they do also a lot of great work. And so you're Hawaiian?
Quarter Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Quarter Puerto Rican and half white.
Were you born in Hawaii? Or?
Born and raised in Hawaii, 20 years.
Yeah, my parents had a house there in the 1930s in Kailua when there was only 3 or 4 houses in Kailua. Yeah, I love it over there.
Yeah.
So what's your schedule like on a weekly basis, the two of you?
It can be pretty hectic. It can either be a slow one or it can be a real 360-degree turn.
But do you work together on these events and fundraising opportunities? So
yes.
it is the Emperor and Empress together that go out and do these things. And is it parties or is it
it's other fundraising
all sorts?
Events.
Yeah.
We're trying to be creative this year.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have a hand in creating the event itself?
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we're also getting our title holders to work along with us. We also have the Mr. and Miss Gay San Francisco. Current is JP Soto and Charisma Glitterati.
And then the Mr. and Miss Cowboy, and that is Lady Kit Diver and Jackie Moore. And then we also have another title we call Golden Gate.
Mr. and Miss
Mr.
Golden
and
Gate.
Miss Golden Gate, and that's
Emma Peel.
Emma Peel and James
Kerwin.
Okay.
And their time is about due to go out, so we are looking for people that want to come in and get involved with us. And
so how many people are active in the court?
Whoever we ask.
Oh, but I mean, is there a...
Well, there's over 63 courts in the United States.
Oh, my God.
So we go visit other ones as they step down and the new monarchs come in, and, you know, we help them get started and everything. Get them on their
You
way.
have a royal family,
Oh,
you
yes.
know, so how many people in that is kind of what I'm getting at.
We're over 500 right now.
Oh, my God, 500 people.
As long as we ask.
Yeah.
They're more than
great.
willing and happy to.
So is there like a home base for the Imperial Court?
It was founded actually here in San Francisco.
Right, I know that.
So,
but do you actually... Somebody told me that maybe Marlena's was a kind of a home base type of a place.
Yeah, that's
It's
more
kind
where a lot of the history is.
I know that we
And
did talk
yeah.
to Marlena and said that
Yeah.
she has been the archivist, I guess. And so it's been around for, is it 45 years?
it's going on 45
It's going on
years.
45.
When we
We're
step down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
so you're the 44th
Yes.
reigning monarchs.
Yes.
Well, that's, congratulations. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So do you have any ideas of what your legacy is going to be?
Well,
We have our court name.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
You want to give it a shot?
Sure. The Blue